a large part of a budgetary exercise in India is about the minutiae. Yes, very much the devil is in the detail, depending on which industry you're in, that 0.5% in interest subvention or a change in a rate here or an applied cess can change your fate. So very much so, the devil is whether your petrol prices go up or your taxes go down and extra 3,000, extra 4,000. But within the exercise, there surely has to be, like for you and me, let's say we are in school and there's a unit test or an exam coming up and that's what we are focused on. But there has to be a larger vision about our education and what we want to do with life. Companies have to have that. You have to worry about whether this order came or this person fell sick and whether electricity bills are paid. You have to deal with the minutiae for sure. But you have to have a larger vision. So this is episode 2 of the NewsX Vision Cast for Budget 2024 or Interim Budget 2024. And we're going to talk about the maritime sphere. Now let's put some facts on our screens on why this is important. Ladies and gentlemen, 1% of global shipbuilding takes place in India. So of every 100 ships built in the world, only 1 gets built in India, despite the 7,500 kilometer coastline that we have. Fact number 2, 50% of global ship breaking, which is the opposite end of the spectrum, takes place in India. Okay? Fact number 3, 95% of India's overseas trade happens through merchant vessel fleets, happens via the oceans, 95%. Okay? Every product that you make, that you want to sell abroad, most of them are going to go via the sea. So it's crucial. Fact number 4, $250 billion is the projection for India's maritime economy. That's the initial projection. This is the official projection. Okay? Fact number 5, the littoral islands, which we never pay attention to, Lakshadweep, Lakshadweep has come in the news recently, but the Andaman Nicobar Islands, even though some of the islands are very tiny, because of the nautical miles they provide to your EEZ, they have a large impact on the potential maritime future of this country. Fact number 6, India has doubled its port handling capacity from 800 to 1600 million tons. This has happened in the last 9 years. So in 9 years, we have doubled our port handling capacity. We have to, so this is a proof of we can do it, but we have to do it at scale. And the last fact is that India's inland waterway capacity, which is our rivers, and we have so many rivers, has gone up from 16 million tons to 109 million tons. So almost 9x in the past few years. So now what do we need to do when we talk about a blue water economy? Ladies and gentlemen, at least 7 of the major port yards in this country have to become the state-of-the-art shipyards. We cannot be at 1% of global shipbuilding if 90% of our trade will be, even in the near future. You can build all tunnels, you can build all sorts of hypersonic aircraft, you can reach space, but like it or not, the vast majority of your trade is going to happen through shipping for times to come, decades to come. You need to look at your premier shipbuilding units, which produce most of your Navy ships. Okay, let's take the example of Mazagon Docks. Okay, built about 800 odd vessels so far, including frontline Navy ships. This needs to go up multi-fold. Okay, maybe 3x, 4x, 5x. The future of research, development, discovery of minerals, whether you find cobalt on India's ocean floor, is going to happen through UAVs, underwater UAVs. You have to be the best at that in the world. You need an institute to now start examining underwater mining. It is an industry which is going to come up so fast, just like you would have thought that oil can only be drilled on land. Then you realize the majority of the oil is in river basins or offshore, and you found it, okay, and it became a huge tens of billions of dollars of industry. Underwater mining is about to become that. So who's going to build the vessels, the technologies, train the manpower to do this? It has to be done here. That was point number 4. Let's go to point number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Sagarmala project. I'm going to come to that in a bit. That's about developing India's ports. Okay, and we'll put some statistics out on it. Okay, but you need a Jalmala project as well. Our cartography and sonography of our continental shelf, which is millions of square kilometers, has to be real-time, state-of-the-art. Okay, so cartography and sonography of what is underneath the ocean floor. Do we know what minerals are available there? Which are the fishing beds which need to be protected? What's where? Other than oil, not so much. We don't know. We need to find this out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to build a blue water economy, you need to have an expanded blue water navy. So for sure, a third aircraft carrier fleet. And the last point I'm going to make, and it's a bit out of the box. What we have seen in recent past, by the Chinese are doing it or the Emiratis are doing it, of creating habitable or at least postable or dockable islands where there is only a sliver of sand. Okay? I want you to think about it. Think about the Palm Jumeirah, okay, which has been created. That's real estate that has been created out of the sea. Now we think India is a large country, you won't need it. Well, the ability to do so is going to be priceless, because the Chinese are all over the Pacific Ocean, in the South China Sea and beyond, building these artificial islands and then staking claim to the fishing waters and all around them. I'm not suggesting that we go into foreign waters, but at least in our own continental shelf waters, we should have this ability.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.